What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Bianconeri Zone for another Transfer Meter show. Usually on Sunday, for once on a Monday. I don't think it's a big deal unless something breaks before you watch this video, but it shouldn't. Like, I expect some developments this today and some more big news towards the end of the week, but I think we're good on a Monday. So yeah, before we get into it, like the video, subscribe, and especially hit that bell notification because we're gonna announce our first giveaway of the season today or tomorrow. It depends on Juve. It depends on the club's announcement. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, let's get into it then. Well, as you can see on my right hand side, the incomings, if you watch the previous one, you remember I had more names on that list. I dropped a few and I think I should have dropped even more, but otherwise it was pointless. We start off with saying that Di Maria announced off that list. Pogba, I know the official announcement hasn't come at time of recording, but it should be out by now. If not, a few later after this video drop, but it should be out today. So I kicked him off the list. And top of the list is Cambiasso now. Nico Shira basically said it's a here we go. Di Marcio said that it's almost a done deal. It's gonna happen apparently. Alfredo Pedula is saying it's gonna happen no matter what happens with Dragozin, and we will talk about Dragozin later on. So yeah, 99%. I think it's done, even if Dragozin says no. So let's see. It could be done today or even before this video drops. So I might be talking in the past tense. Maybe it is done by now. Or no. Let's see. Apparently he could have his medical today. There's no real news pointing into that direction. So let's see. But 99%. Then we move on to Zaniolo, who jumped, I think it was at 75 I put him, or like 70, 80 now. I think it's pretty obvious that he's the next guy coming in, that every party want to close that deal. And I know Di Marcio's acting like nothing is happening, and I know Romeo is not really pushing or like tweeting it out. It's close. Nico Shira, all those other sources are saying not as close, but like it's moving good. You know, there's almost an agreement in terms of the price range, how to pay it, and all those things. But going off all the rumors, you can basically say he is the next man up. And if you believe all the rumors, both parties, so Juve, Roma, and Zaniolo, if you want to include Zaniolo, want to close that deal rather soon. You know, also because preseason starts, or is already starting basically. Roma need to find a replacement. You get a Legaries player before actually the tour starts, so a win-win for all parties basically. So 80%. Let's see how that will develop today, because there should be a meeting today. If not, then tomorrow. But yeah, let's see how that will develop. Then we move on to Koulibaly. I put him at 50% for the simple fact we need a defender. Not that I believe it's 50%. It's just we need a top defender if the Ligt leaves, and well, he is one. Now, if you ask me what I believe, I've said it many times, it's 25. And that's even high. 25 is we want him. Plus 25 is Koulibaly wants it. Plus another 25 is no other team is in for Koulibaly, and the other 25 is Napoli actually wanting to sell to us. That's 100. For now, it's 25 only, because apparently Koulibaly doesn't really want to join us, which is kind of strange because his manager is talking with us. And people say, oh, it's behind his back. I don't think that. If Koulibaly said to his agent clearly, I don't want to go to Juve, his agent doesn't sit down with Juve to talk about Koulibaly. And yes, people can say it was about Milenkovic and not Koulibaly. Fine, but I don't believe that. Not now. Milenkovic is like a plan B. You don't do that. You don't hold a meeting for Milenkovic at this moment in time. Like, that's a waste of time. So I do think Koulibaly is kind of open to a move, but like it's a desperation mode. I don't think he puts Juve at the top of his list. The only other team in for him are Chelsea, but even they are moving towards Ake and Koundé now. So I put it at 50 just because we need a top center back, not because I believe it, just because we need one. That's it. Then we move on to Paredes, 40%, because that's kind of picking up. Like at the beginning of the month, let's say towards the end of last month, June, more and more news was coming out that the club was looking at Paredes, like kind of B sources, but now the news is like kind of picking up. Like you can hear some rumbling, his name dropping more often. Oh, he's an idea and all those things. Now I read a report that PSG want to sell him, which I think we all knew, and then Man U were interested, and then PSG want 35. I laughed, and we move on. We are not paying 35 million euros for Paredes, and if we do, we're idiots. Let's be clear about that, because a lot of people, me included, almost forgot about Paredes. You know, he's not worth 35 million euros, and we're not gonna pay 35 million euros for Paredes. So, one, that's a lie. If the price is actually 35, maybe I think it was it L'Equipe or La Parisienne, one of the two sources. Maybe they're lying. Maybe it's not 35, but his value is around 20 to 25 million. Like if you want to get Paredes and you pay over that amount, then just keep what you have at that point, you know. So yeah, Molina, next one up. Same story basically. It's kind of picking up, but also not. Like you hear some more rumblings that he's back on the table. If you want A sources, they're not really saying it, but with the Cambiaso situation, or like the Cambiaso, with the Ligt situation, and maybe only going for one center back, depending on who. People say two, and we will go into two. I don't think we're gonna sign two. I think we will use Danilo more as a center back, which is, it's not good. Like he can do a job, but if Bonucci is out for a while and you're gonna play Danilo more in that position just because you trust him, and you don't trust your other backup center backs, the Rugani, Kati, or actually center backs, then your team building, again, composition wise, is not good. Like you did a terrible job if that's the case. I'm sorry. So, but because there are more rumors that Danilo could be used as a center back, I do believe there's a possibility that we'll go for Molina, for the simple fact that I think next summer the competition will be immense. You know, if he keeps this trajectory, it will be too difficult to get him. That's my opinion. And we need a left back. We need two left backs, in my opinion, almost, and two center right backs. We're not getting it now, but if you can get one now in, you need to do it, because Cuadrado's out of contract. Danilo is getting older. Di Chilio, yeah, he got a new deal. I'm still confused as of why he got a new deal till 25. Alexandro, we know what he is. Pellegrini. So we need a lot in the coming years. So maybe it is something like Vlahovic. If you don't move now, we might not get him at all. So that's why I put it at 40. Maybe it's a bit too high now I'm thinking about it, but it's picking up. It's picking up. Then we move on to Bremer, 30%. Also too high in my opinion, but I put it at 30 because we need a center back, a top center back. But he's going Inter. Like they're gonna sell Skriniar and they're gonna get Bremer. He wants Inter wants Bremer. It's too high, 30%. I just cricked it up a bit because we need a center back. That's it. But I don't think we're gonna get Bremer. I don't think we were ever in the race. Let's be honest. And then we ended with Kostic, 15%. I think next week he's off that list. I never believed in the rumor, or like not believed in the rumor. Never believed in the transfer. I've said it many times. It feels like a weird non-story. It's been a week. In a week you heard nothing about Kostic. Only the sporting director of Frankfurt saying we received no offers from Juve or Napoli, and you also there's no Kostic news anymore. So that's one of the weirdest stories of the summer, in my opinion. Unless something dramatically changed, I never believe we had an agreement or were in talks with Frankfurt. I don't think that's true. But let's see what will happen. Things can change quickly. So those are the incomings. Let's move out to the outgoings. Some changes. Not a lot, but maybe not in the percentage-wise or in the fees and all those things, but club-wise. We still have Ramsey. We're going to release him. We're going to take a hit, 99%. Piaka could go to Genoa, could have his medical today, but I put a question mark because that's not sure which club he's going to go. But he could have Di Marzio. According to Di Marzio, he will have his medical today with Genoa. I'm not sure about that still, but he's going to leave on loan. Dragozin, apparently, according to Di Marzio, medical today with Genoa. Nikoshira saying the medical is planned, but he still hasn't decided. But he's going to go either way. If he's going to go, I think that's the fee we will get. I still think it's Genoa. The Ligt, the big one. Bayern, 80%. It should be higher, but 75 million is a reported fee. Now, the fee is coming down every day. Let's be honest. Pedula was saying 100. Now he's saying 75, between 75 and 80 plus bonuses. Nikoshira saying 90. Mirko Tenitale saying 90. Bayern, German sources are saying they will offer something between 60 and 70, not more. They don't have more money. Like at that point, the deal cannot happen. Like if you sell, like I've said it, if you sell anything less than 85, you have lost in this deal, because the idea when you signed them was always selling with profit. If you sell breaking zero, I think that's already a mistake, but whatever. If you sell under the price you got them for, it's an L. For me, in my opinion, you did a terrible job. I don't care if they offer 70, if they don't have money, that's their problem. Get the money. I don't care. It's Bayern, rich club, they have the money. You know, they got Gravenberg on a cheap. They got Mazuri on a free. They're not gonna tell me they cannot pay the late 80 mil plus bonuses as a rich club that Bayern is. I'm sorry. And I do believe they're gonna lowball us, because that's how Bayern operate. You know, they did that with Mane. I do believe they're gonna come in with a 60 million plus 10 million euros bonuses. And I'm sure the club will say no. My fear is that the next offer will be 68 plus 7 bonuses, and the club will say we will think about it. And then they're taking the piss out of us, you know, because we are paying the price for every player. We pay the full price for Vlahovic, Chiesa, Locatelli. Yeah, we got a payment over multiple years. We paid the full price. We're gonna pay the full price for Zaniolo. Why are we not selling for the full price, but paying for the full price every time almost? It makes no sense. But let's see what that will develop today. If Bayern are gonna make an offer, there will be in Torino Salihamidzic, ex-Juve player. He will be in Torino to talk with Arrivabene and Cherubini, but especially Arrivabene, because he talks a lot in the newspaper. Everybody likes it, loves it. Now you need to back it up. If not, the next interview is pointless. Like, it's just words, just hype words. You need to prove it now, because you are in the meeting, apparently. So let's see how that will develop. Pellegrini, I think he's going to leave 75%. No real rumors at the moment. Arthur, 75%. Team, no team. Roma, yes, no. Like, it depends. I don't know. But I think they will leave towards the end. Keane, 50%. There are more rumors that he could stay, so it dropped a bit. Also, team PSG, we heard Nottingham Forest. We heard also some rumors that he might stay. So let's see how that will develop. But it's 50-50. Rabiot, it's on 50. I think it should be less, because there were rumors that he was about to leave. Romano was saying it. He wanted to leave. The club is open to sell, but there are absolutely no links at all. Not even once. Ever since that rumor 3-4 weeks ago, no links. So that's that at the moment. Rugani, 20%. I know people are saying Bologna, like new supports, Arnautovic, blah, blah, blah. Rugani's on almost 3.5 million euros. How is he going to go to Bologna? How are Bologna going to pay him 3.5 million euros a season? So I put 20%, but I think he's going to stay. Unless he takes a pay cut, I think he's going to stay. Then we have Zakaria, 10%. I think he's going to stay. It's just a simple rumor. Same for Gatti. I don't think he's going to Torino at this point. I think he's going to stay. Also, I don't think Torino have 80 mil to pay. Even if they sell Bremer, they're not going to pay 80 mil for Gatti. It's just that, will he stay? Will he not stay? What will happen if he sell the Ligt? 1-2 center backs. So it's all depending. But yeah, that's basically the outgoings. Not much. I think the club will move forward for Zaniolo, get that the Ligt thing out of the way, and then focus on outgoings, and maybe towards the end add, or like midway through, try to add a Paredes or a Molina or a backup striker or whatever. let's see how that will go. But this is transfer meter for this week, after the previous week basically, but at the start of the week, that's the situation in our opinion. Like, let me know in the chat, in the comments, what you think the percentages should be, who should be on that list, off that list, all those things. Like the video, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because we're gonna do a giveaway today or tomorrow, a jersey giveaway. You can win one, so stay tuned for that on to know how you can win that. And yeah, we will see you back tonight. Ciao.